What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute. I feel bad because I really have not been keeping up with my YouTube channel. I'm recording on my phone right now. And I wanted to talk about why it's okay for you to have a low sex count or you're still a virgin. I was a late bloomer. I lost my virginity when I was 17 years old. I'm now 28, about to be 29 in March. And when I lost my virginity, I feel like I lost it to the wrong girl or something like that. And I wish I would have, held on to it a little bit longer for someone who was a little bit more special than that. But the reason I feel that it's important for you to keep your V card or have a low sex count is because sex is good when it's used right. Or even if you just want to have fun, whatever you want to do with it. But when you have sex, I truly believe that it really does something to your mind. Like it really makes you feel like you're not, it takes you off your course. You know, a lot of times when you have sex with that one girl, you know what I mean? It's cool or whatever, but sometimes it can take you off your path. Instead of like having sex or doing whatever you're doing, you could possibly be creating something that you are really focused on, like music, reading a book, making more money, whatever. And I'm not saying, that sex is a bad thing, but what I am saying is it can take you off your course. In college, I had multiple girls that I've had sex with. But here's the thing though. It took me off my course. What do I mean by that? Okay, so instead of focusing into my homework, I was more focused on to the girls, or I was more focused on the sex. You know what I mean? Instead of being focused on raising that GPA or, getting better grades. You know what I mean? I probably would have graduated. You know what I mean? If I was more focused onto that instead of focused on women. And it's okay to make time for dating and relationships and whatever. But what I'm also saying is, what are you doing with that? If you're constantly trying to have sex, try to think what you could actually do with that time. Instead of always thinking about that, think about improving on yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of young men are embarrassed because they feel like they should be able to conquer. You know what I mean? Or feel that they should have women following all over them. And I am here to tell you, bro, that's not necessarily true. It's not true whatsoever. You not having sex does not make you less of a man. You know what I mean? You being in that state of mind is really jacking you up, bro. Don't worry about that. Do not focus on that. Focus on yourself. My grandfather used to tell me, first chase the money, and then the rest will come. He's talking about marriage, girls, friends, whatever. But I think what he should have said was, first focus on yourself, then the rest will come. Another thing that you should think about is don't let people peer pressure you into making you think that you're less of an individual for not having sex. And that also goes to the men and the women. Because a lot of times these young men like to pressure these young ladies into believing that, you know, just because you're not having sex, you're a tease or you're a bitch or whatever. Do not feel no type of way. And try to focus on yourself. You not having sex does not make you any less of an individual. And I'm probably going to end off with this note. You have to focus on what you want before you can focus on anything that someone else wants or your sexual desires. Focus on what you really want to do in life. Sex is the last part. I'm out, and thank you for checking out my video, man. Oh, make sure to like and subscribe. I am a new YouTube content creator, so yeah, show love.